Good morning, everyone. It has been a long time since I put out a normal vlog. To be honest, time just disappeared and life was busy, and also I had 4 hours worth of editing to do. So I must admit it wasn't my priority. Usually I love editing my vlogs, but with 4 hours worth of footage, bearing in mind some of that footage was with the children, which was just removed because they don't feature in the vlogs, which is a shame because there's some lovely parts of this holiday vlog which I'm splitting in two thanks to your recommendation of keeping it long or dividing it in two. So I've decided to divide it into 2 weeks to make it last, make the holiday feeling last a bit longer. And it's a shame because some of the bits in the vlog with the children are hilarious, like little bits like when the children were combing Grandpa's hair, and Grandpa knew, but he pretended he didn't know. And it was actually with Grandma's hair chalk. She's got like little combs that have got hair chalk in them, so it was blue. So he ended up with blue hair. And the children just thought it was just the most funny thing possible, was Grandpa not knowing he had blue hair and was just enjoying getting his hair combed and just saying, "Oh, that's lovely, guys, oh, it feels so relaxing," and then finding out it was blue, and the children just thought this was hilarious. Grandpa standing beside an anthill watching all the ants going in, and then Grace tickling the back of his legs and he thought it was an ant. You know, all these little things that are just so sweet and so precious, but sadly I can't share them with you. However, hopefully you will enjoy watching our holiday. It's a bit different, a bit kind of like watching someone's, you know, when they come home from holiday and they want to show you their holiday photos. But I'm hoping that it's not as boring. I'm hoping it's not as boring for you guys to watch this as what it's like watching someone's holiday photos. The reason that I decided I wasn't going to vlog, I was doing a family vlog. And I was just doing it for the family and making up like a little video, although that's going to take ages to edit because that's 4 hours long. So yeah, that's going to be something that I'll probably do at Christmas time when I've got loads of time. However, I wasn't planning on doing one for Life with Lynn. However, when I was starting doing little snippets, I just thought it's quite nice, one, to share the region. If you haven't been to the Algarve, it might be somewhere that you wouldn't think of going. And if you love food as much as we do, and you'll see in this vlog, there's a lot of food. And the children love food as well. Grace's favourite sea bass. Bartley was loving the tiger prawns and the lobster. Absolutely loved the lobster claws and lobster. We ordered some lobster from a beautiful... I'm spoiling it. You'll see in the vlog all these different bits. But yeah, I'm hoping that, like me, I watched another vlogger that I follow, and she went to Ibiza. Now, I would never have thought of Ibiza as a holiday destination, because you just think of party, like a party island, but she's at the other side of the island. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching her vlog and seeing where she was staying, what they were doing, and where they went. I might not go to Ibiza, but I thoroughly enjoyed watching her. So I hope that you guys enjoy it too. My hair, I've only finger brushed it today because my plan was to wash my hair this morning. As you can see, it's needing a wash. But when I took out the bobble, it was completely curly. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave that for doing this filming just now, because I have booked in a fast lane swim tomorrow. Started swimming, thoroughly enjoy it. I think I get quite hot. I love my walking as well, but you get quite hot with your walking. I seem to enjoy the fast pace of the swimming, but you don't ever really get hot because you're in the water. And also I plan it for when I've got to wash my hair. So because I'm going swimming tomorrow, I thought I would vlog with you with slightly curly hair. It's a little bit dry just now. Probably because I'm swimming. And I'm going swimming tomorrow, so I get it washed then, because I don't know what it is, but I hate going swimming with clean hair, like having to wash it when I don't have to wash it. Yeah, anyone else like that? Does anyone else feel like that with thick hair, or is it just me? But yeah, my nails, I got them done for Grace's birthday. So they've grown out obviously, but I've just cut them just now until I get some acetone to take them off. So just ignore my nails. And my tan do still have a bit of a tan. Can't really see it. I have got my autumnal jumper on today, which I'm loving, although it is sunny. The sun is shining today. Yesterday was pouring with rain. So I do still have a little bit of a tan. Barclay and Grace, on the other hand, still have their tan lines and still are looking extremely tanned in comparison to me. And I've been using tan maximizers as well. And they had on Factor 50 the whole time. I wasn't obviously aiming for tanning. I had Factor 50 on my face, and I was very I'm basically spoiling all the vlog, but I was very cautious of making sure that I didn't get my face overexposed. And the rest of my body, I would use a minimum of factor 30. Some days I would use factor 50, like for the day we were at the water park. And that's the one day that there isn't any footage. Oh no, I do have a little bit in the GoPro. And then we put the GoPro away. So I've only got a little bit of the footage. I'll put that in. I've actually forgotten to put that in. But now that I'm splitting the 2 vlogs, I'll be able to put that in. And I've still got some GoPro footage from when we went kayaking in the caves. So lots to show you, lots to share. And I hope you just sit back and enjoy it. I only speak in a few bits, I think. I'm trying to remember back. And there'll be a lot of clips with music over them. But I hope that you get the sort of the gist. Mum and Dad bought an apartment in Portugal in a resort. It's in a gated resort back in 2008. I might be wrong with that, and I can hear Mum shouting at the screen because I've got that wrong. Might have been earlier than that, 2007. Anyway, round about that sort of time. So we have thoroughly enjoyed our times there over the years. Mum's really cute as well. She's got her own photo frames, you know. So when we go, they rent it out via the resort. So if you do fancy going to Montesanto Resort when you watch this video, you can rent the apartments. You can book them just directly with them, but they have everything from townhouses to 2-bedroom apartments to 1-bedroom apartments. They've got everything that can suit every kind of size of family. We've thoroughly enjoyed going there, but at least you get to see a resort as well and see what it's like. But it's just beside Carvoeiro in the Algarve in Portugal, and it's just a fabulous place. It's got everything for the children, a play park, it's got tennis courts, it's got, I can't remember how many pools, but there's the main pool, which I show you in here, but you also have access to all the other pools that are up beside the townhouses. So even though they're beside the townhouses, you can still have access to them. So there's lots to do. It's a little walk from the village, and we obviously drive most of the time, but it's still close enough that after we had our meals, as you will see in some of these, we do walk back. We got ice cream one night and made our way back up to the apartment. So it's close enough to walk, especially without children, but even the children manage it. But once in a while we took a tuk-tuk one of the nights, which is really cute and really cool. So you'll see that in here as well. Might not be this one, might be next one. Depends on where I split it. But considering I've talked for 7 minutes already, then I can't imagine where I'm going to split this video. But anyway, I hope you sit back and relax and enjoy it. And I've missed speaking to you guys. I really have. I will leave this part here and let you go on to watching holiday prep. Oh, there's also a separate, which will have gone out. I will tag it in the section when it comes up for packing your hand luggage. But it was so long, and I thought, unless you have children that are age 7 and 9 or are thinking about planning that sort of thing, it's not really of interest. So I put that in a separate vlog that can be referred to separately rather than being part of the holiday one. Anyway, I will stop talking, but I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. But I will leave you here and let you get immersed and escape for, I want to say half an hour, but it's probably going to be an hour. Escape for an hour and enjoy holiday mode for once. And if you are heading away anywhere, then enjoy. We actually found it quite simple. We were very fortunate that we got cheaper flights, and the cost of the test didn't impact the overall cost of the holiday. But we found it quite straightforward. There were quite a few forms to fill in, and thankfully Steve did a lot of those and kept on top of those, but not any more than it would be if you were traveling internationally or doing, something like that. But that, I think, is because we're not in the EU anymore as well. So it's not all to do with COVID, but very straightforward. The airports were empty, and it was quite a pleasure to travel. Actually, the airplanes were also half empty too, which was quite a pleasure. So all in all, we found it quite safe, and Portugal is very, very well organised, and also seemed very, very safe, as if probably safer than here actually. You had to have double vax to be inside some of the restaurants. So very, very safe in that sense as well. So anyway, I will leave this and let you go and enjoy some little bit of an escape to Portugal. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday and the atmosphere is at fever pitch. We've got excitement, we've got tears, we've got everything, but we're organised. Most of the suitcases are packed, toiletries are all laid out. The last thing to do is hand luggage. So mine is pretty much organised, which is here. but I'm going to go through what I have done for the children. Now, in previous years, it's been long haul flights, so we've needed quite a lot of entertainment. We're also going to take the little iPads with them as well for the way home and potentially the end of the flight after the excitement has worn away from all the presents that they've opened. But I do like to wrap little gifts. Now, this started when the children were really little for their first flight, and then subsequent flights after that. I've just made up little packs just to make it even more exciting, because I absolutely love holidays. Steve loves holidays. Obviously, we went travelling for a year for our honeymoon. We both love travelling. We love the excitement of aeroplanes. My brother's a pilot, so in our family, we absolutely love the feeling of holidays and travel. So this just adds to the excitement, and they get super excited. It looks like a total mess, but I'm going to go through it with you of what I've done. They're a bit older now, but they still want to use their trunkies. We've said that they were probably too old for them, but they want to use them one last time. So why not? Let them have that one last time. They are too old for them, but we'll let them have one more shot of them because it obviously has been a couple of years since we're travelling because of COVID. I'm looking a little bit of a state, but I want to wash my hair tomorrow so that it's okay for travelling down to Glasgow tomorrow and then for flying the next day. I don't want to have to wash my hair on the first leg of travelling, and then obviously we'll be going straight in the pool as soon as we get there, so there's no point. So I've kind of left it, put on a treatment tonight just for the ends, just a bit of oil just to make sure that it's conditioned before going. But yeah, I've also put on fake tan. I've never fake tanned before going on holiday, and what a game changer it's going to be, because you don't have to wait till you're tanned to wear your nice clothes. All my dresses are like, oh, when I'm tanned this will look lovely, when I'm tanned this will look great. So I've put on a bit of fake tan while I'm doing this. My watch has been hurting me. I'll put a photo in up here to show you a little blister where my watch is. So I've left it off for a few days, and then hopefully that's healed enough for travelling tomorrow. But yeah, little blister mark there, but hopefully that'll clear. So yeah, fake tan on, and it's getting me really excited because I feel like I'm sun-kissed already. Not long until we're at the beach, at the pool. Right, let me turn you around and show you what I've done. Okay, first of all, it looks like a lot, but it's not. Steve, when he first saw it all laid out, was like, oh my word. I'm like, but it's not an awful lot when you work it all out, when you go through each individual things. Right, I'm going to pop you in a time lapse, and I'm going to wrap all these and then hope that everything fits into this bag. And then I'll show you what I've done with my hand luggage. Got to show you when I was showing you the books. I like to write in where something's from or why they got it. So if they got it from someone, I would write their name. But in this one, I've just written in the corner, Portugal 2021. Okay, so that's them all done. I put in extra sweeties in here because I, as you saw during that, nibbled as I packed. So I put in extra ones for Steve and I because we do love a sweetie, especially in the aeroplane. Now, this is come with me travelling everywhere, as you can see by the mess of it. This was bought for myself and my brother when we left home. Mum and Dad bought the Samsonite travel pouch, and it's got all our documents in there. It usually holds our passports, but this year I've decided that it's handy. Obviously, this bag makes it really easy to slip it in and out, but because you need your passports quite a lot and it's a hassle to be able to zip in and out, I've decided to go for this. Now, I got this on the sale. It ended up being $14.99, so I think it was half price, from Assots in London. And it's a Camella brown croc, and it's a belt bag. So because I don't wear my clothing, I always wear the same clothing going through the airport, so it doesn't beep, it doesn't do anything, it's very simple to travel with. So I don't ever have a belt, but this will be really easy to whip on and off. And then inside, obviously I've got the new passports. Mine's blue, and the children's and Steve's are still the burgundy colour. It fits the passports perfectly. These are our COVID certifications to show that we're fully vaccinated within 2 weeks of travel, which is required for Portugal. And then my little purse in the front there with money. But this is handy for putting around my waist. So then when we're at the gate, we just take it out. And then this one I'm still taking, partly because I've taken it everywhere and I've never travelled without it. So partly sentimental, but also it's got my car parking, it's got my insurance documents, it's got everything else in here, car hire details, everything that I don't actually need access to frequently in the airport is in there, and then the things that I will need access to will be in there. And then that'll just go down my waist. It also means that when I pop to the toilet, I can have that with me. It's not going to be, that I wouldn't take it out. I'll leave this bag with Steve. And then it means anytime I'm at the toilet and I decide, I'm going to pop and get something, I've got my purse, it's just like having your phone. I can fit my phone in there as well. So it's just like having your, like if I had a pair of jeans, I would have my phone and my wallet maybe in my pocket. This is just kind of like a handbag without having an extra strap. It will fit in there in case they ask, but it just saves me having an extra strap that hangs down, like when you bend over and the bag falls off your shoulder or it gets in the way. This is going to be just absolutely brilliant. So I'm looking forward to using that. I think that's going to end up being a total game changer. So I'm delighted with that. And it's real leather. For that price, it's just fantastic. So they've seen during that time lapse before that I was using this. This is like the best thing when you're doing presents. I've got cheaper versions, but this one's definitely the better of the ones I've got. It's called Fizz Cars. But the great thing is you just pop it underneath your paper like that, hold the paper tight either side, and then just run it all the way along. And it cuts it. Makes it so much easier. Hand luggage packed so far. This is all Steve has. I've given him some spare masks. He's got his book, which I can't wait to read myself. And we do love a Jack Reacher. Sunglasses, his and Barclays are in there. His jumper. I've put my reusable bag for life into my bag as well, but I've given him Marks and Spencer's one that's all folded up, and then he's got one of these little chargers as well. His is a little bit bulkier, but it's got more power. So it is ready for the plane as well. And then he's got all the other tech that needs to be packed in his bag for going. I think we're going to take the laptop with us, and then the iPads and cameras and things like that. Well, definitely worked up a sweat changing the bed. I usually wait till the morning that we leave, but it's always a rush and we don't have much time tomorrow, so I've changed it tonight, and that means we've got a nice fresh bed for tomorrow. I'm charging Grace's headphones for the plane. I'm charging my phone. I need to tidy up just a little bit at the bedside tables. And I am away to go and pop in the shower, wash off this fake tan, because 2 nice dresses have arrived from Silk Thread. So I'm going to try them on to see if I'm going to take them with me or not. So I'll have a shower first and get myself all clean. But yeah, it's so nice to come home to a fresh bed. So we'll get a nice one night in it tonight where the sheets are just lovely and we get to appreciate our lovely bed before heading away on holiday. And then when we come home, our bed will be a nice place to relax in after travelling back. I have packed all the cases. I'm never usually this organised. Usually I'm up to like 2 a.m, standing on scales, trying to get the cases down to within the limit. But I think because this holiday has been so anticipated, we are organised. The bags are packed. The toiletries are all laid out. The hand luggage, as you saw, is all done. Technology tonight, but that's Steve's job, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm going to relax this evening. Once I've had my shower, I'm going to wait to go put the children down. They're in the bath just now. And I'll pop in the shower myself, try on the dresses, and then put the children down and then have a relaxing evening, which makes me slightly anxious because I'm usually rushing and trying to, I'm never this organised. I've even done all my ironing. My ironing's up to date. That never happens before I go on holiday. I've usually got loads of washing and I'm washing stuff quickly to get it in the suitcase. That's all done. Even to the point where I've washed the children's trainers. I think it's just this holiday is definitely something that we've all been looking forward to. And I think we're just really excited about it. The children are also older as well. Things get a lot easier when the children are older. I mean, I'm thinking back to packing the hand luggage when they were young, making sure you had everything. Now, if you don't have anything, you just go and buy it. In like essential things. My hand's getting sore. I'm not used to vlogging anymore. Essential things, like if you've forgotten, I can't think of anything, but the majority of things for that age of children you can buy. Whereas I'm thinking back to trying to divide the nappies into each. I know there's like services where you can pick up nappies when you arrive in places and destinations, but I always like to take it partly because then it meant you had an empty part in the case when you came home. So repacking for a holiday, repacking for returning home was a lot easier because you had less in the case. But also it just meant I didn't have anything to think about on holiday. Everything was done. So like packing nappies and wipes and making sure you had everything because it was difficult to appease a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old. Now you just tell them to wait, or, you know, do you know what I mean? It's just a little bit easier now they're a bit older, so maybe that's why. But clothes are all laid out for tomorrow. They're sitting over there already, even shoes, even down to shoes and underwear and everything. It's all laid out. And then I've also packed, so one side of one of the suitcases will open up. That'll have our toiletries and our clothes for travelling on the Wednesday, because we're staying overnight in Glasgow tomorrow night. So we are actually doing our tests in Aberdeen Airport before we travel down to Glasgow, so that we're not rushing on the morning of our flight to get to Glasgow Airport to do our test before our flight. We were concerned about being rushed. Also, I kind of wanted to go and get tested before we travel to Glasgow. I didn't think it was very fair. Say, touch wood, I'm going to touch wood because I don't want to jinx it, but say we did test positive and the children are all ready, you're in the airport, you're ready to go in Glasgow. I would rather get the test the day before, know we're negative and safe to fly, and then we can start getting excited for travelling down to Glasgow, so our holiday sort of starts then, rather than being anxious that the next day we may have to turn around at the airport. I just didn't think that was very fair, because the children are so excited. They appreciate that, Grace is the same as me. She is so excited and very positive and like, it's going to be fine. Barclay's very much like, we say, oh, it's only 2 days to holiday, and he goes, if we get a negative COVID test, so he's very much aware, and also very like Steve, until we get that negative test and know we're definitely flying, they won't relax. So yes, we've got that tomorrow morning before we travel down the road. Then we will travel down to Glasgow, stay overnight in Glasgow Airport tomorrow night, and then fly on the Wednesday. But hopefully you'll get a little bit of a taste of Portugal from what I'm putting up. You can travel and feel like you're on holiday for a little break when you're watching the vlogs, and have a little escape from normal life by watching it. So I hope you enjoy it. Woggles. Oh, woggles! I've forgotten woggles. Right, I'm going to go do it now before I forget. I just knew there'd be something. It makes me worry about what else I've forgotten, but I mean, woggles, I could get there. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, there must be other stuff. I've put in a little mini spray deodorant antiperspirant into my hand luggage as well. And one of my reusable bags. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I'm out of breath. Just from running up and getting the woggle. But yeah, there must be other stuff. But yeah, getting there anyway. I've even laid out the school clothes, pants, socks, everything. We're back 4 days before we go back to school. We will have had our tests and everything 2 days after we return. So we should be, touch wood again, totally fine for them going back for the first day of P3 and P5. So even that's all done. It's all hanging up in their wardrobe, ready to go. I've got it all on their wardrobe door, pants, socks, t-shirts, pinafores, everything. Shoes are all laid out, school bags are laid out. I haven't put their snacks in, obviously, but all of that's laid out. I've even booked my Tesco shop for the Thursday after we come back. Ordered everything that I need. I've put a holiday on my milk. We get a milk delivery. It's been put on holiday and it comes on the Wednesday night, Thursday morning, before when we come back. So I kind of feel like there's something missing, and I feel like I'm going to be like Home Alone on the airplane and go, no, and remember something that I've forgotten. But so far, so good. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm just saying that because I'm surprised at myself, and it's good for me to document it on here. This is the first one, and it is something a little special. Wow, I'm blown away with the top. I'm not sure if I need it to almost be a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, I think, for me. Like to there, or a bit longer. I'm not really sure on the length. Excuse the iPad charging for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not sure. I love the top though, and I love, obviously, with a bit of a steam. The sleeves would look lovely, and the top just looks beautiful. Got a little spot there, but yeah, I just think it fits so perfectly as well, and it's got like a low. You see there, a low back as well. It is beautiful and it feels really nice on. I'm just not sure if it's too bohemian for me. I'm not sure. I've got another one. I'm going to go try it on and see what I think. But it definitely fits my bust perfectly. Oh, I just don't know. Look, I even painted my nails. I've even done my nails and I want to go and do a moisture sock. That's how organised I am. But I'm not sure on this one. I think it does look very beautiful, and I think with my hair down and then a sun hat on, it would look lovely. But I've got another one. I'll go try it on and then see between the two which one is a good one for keeping. Okay, so this one, as you can see, needs a little pin or a little sew here. It's a little bit low cut for me, but the dress itself is beautiful. The sleeves, look at the shoulders on that. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? Obviously needs a press and a steam, but this is to match one that Grace has got. That's this broderie detail. She's got one of these that I'm wanting to match. So I think this one will be a keeper, but I will. Luckily, I've got my sewing kit. I have taken it out of my hand luggage just in case, although it didn't seem to say online that needles were not allowed, but I've taken it out anyway. But I'm pretty sure I've always travelled with it. I'm just kind of out of the habit. But I've taken it out and I'll take it with me. And I think this will just need to be stitched up just a little bit further to there to sit nicely so you don't see my bra underneath. But I really like the length of this. And I think it'll look really nice with, I've got some sandals with a little bit of a heel, but also with some flip-flops as well. It's really, really nice. I do love it. And I think it'll look really good next to Grace's as well, because it's very similar to hers. It's got a higher back. It's slightly big for me in the back there. I probably could be doing with going down a size, but it's very comfortable. So by keeping it at this size, it'll feel easier to breathe. But yeah, it's supposed to be like this, but there's absolutely no way. I have to have a bra. I can't have one of those ones that's got nothing in the middle. Everything just falls out, so I need to have that bra. But it would look lovely if you had a smaller bust and could just wear it with the V. That would look beautiful, but I can't. I have to make sure that I have this pinned in, so I will sew it, and I think that'll look really beautiful for holiday. I'm now thinking I should have washed my hair because I've got clean pillows, clean pillowcases. So I should have washed my hair, but I want to do an oil treatment and it's on clean pillowcases, so that's slightly. You win some, you lose some, you see. Everything can't be perfect. It's going to be like a mix. So I'm tempted to go and put the treatment in just now while I put the children down and then go and wash my hair before bed. Oh, then would mean I wouldn't have to dry it and style it tomorrow. I just have to style it. So it would save me a lot of hassle. Oh, I can't decide. Either way, I'm going to put the oil treatment in and then I can make a decision later. But yes, I think I'm going to keep this one, and I'm not sure of the other one. I'll try the one later for Steve and see what he thinks. So I've decided to return the long dress. It's just beautiful. I love this detailing here. I just feel like the sleeves could have the puff sleeves like the other one. I like the drama of the puff sleeves. I feel like this one's just too like a cover up, which I'm not as much of a fan of, and the length just isn't perfect. And I've looked into lots of ways of doing it. I've looked into taking this up so that this would be underneath, so that you would just end there, try and make it a bit shorter, but this bottom bit almost lacks a bit of luster. I almost need it to be poofy, like an actual, I don't know, I thought about putting on underneath, putting a bit of a, like tulle underneath to give it a bit of drama, but it just feels like it hangs from here. But I do love this at the top. It's beautiful. It's also double the price of the other one, so I think I've made the right decision to keep the shorter one, and it also matches Grace's one for holidays. So that is what I'm kind of focused on just now, rather than this. But it is beautiful. If anyone's looking for something similar to this, the detailing is absolutely stunning. I will tag it down below in case any of you are looking for a dress like this. We have just been to here for our testing, and we are all negative, so we are very excited. We're going to Portugal. I am using my little bag, my belt bag. It is so handy. Even just for when I was getting the testing done and they asked for my ID, it's just quick and easy. My phone obviously slots in there as well, and it's just got everything to hand. But we're going to make our way now to Glasgow and stay overnight in the airport hotel before flying tomorrow. Very exciting. All set to head over to the terminal and get checked in. It definitely looks much better with this outfit, and we are ready to go and check in. Game changing, completely game changing.
flight will only take us about 2 hours and 40 minutes, so we get there probably just about a bit 10 minutes ahead of schedule or so. The weather down far is fantastic, it's 30 degrees and clear skies, and flying you down there is my colleague, and he'll speak to you later on. In the cabin we have Kim and the team that talked very shortly, and then just say to meet us on this Airbus aircraft.
On this aircraft, please be aware of your nearest exits as demonstrated by the cabin crew.
The children's Neo watches that we use, they do have tracking, they can message, they can phone us. We use an app, emergency button there as well, and they can just press and hold if there is, and hold it, it'll phone directly to us to let them know that they're in trouble, give them their exact location, and it also has a camera so they can take some photos. This will be amazing for our holidays.
Of Portugal at 37,000 feet. Making nice progress. We've been helped by some quite nice tailwinds, so we've got an arrival time of 45 minutes from now, which is 2 o'clock local time. Weather-wise in Bowray is lovely, some light northwesterly winds, 30 degrees at the moment, and some nice clear skies.
Are the ones for sale at the side of the road, so we always stop off and grab, well, it looks like a couple of big bags, and we freshly squeeze our orange juice in the mornings, and that is the one thing that Berkeley wanted to do in Portugal, so we have made a point of stopping off en route to the apartment to get some. And look, the weather is glorious in Portugal. Oh, I just can't wait to jump in the pool. So the children have jumped out with Steve and Grandma to go and get the oranges. They're so excited. The little things, the memory that Bartley has from 2 years ago was cutting the oranges and passing them to Grandpa, and him starting to laugh because Grandpa couldn't keep up with squeezing them with the little squeezer, little man. It's like a little, you press the orange and it spins around and juices it. And Bartley just couldn't stop giggling because Grandpa couldn't keep up with him. That was just hilarious. So that's his memory, and he wants to do that. So they stopped to get some. This, we changed into some summer clothes, and this has been absolutely amazing. It's been so good. I'm delighted that I bought it. Mum is loving it too, so I'll be going online and buying one for her too. So yeah, it's really been so handy to have your hands free most of the time and just have that on the side. Right, they're coming back now, so we're going to head off now to the apartment, get settled, and then maybe pop in the pool before the end of the day. morning, Portugal. Look at that view. Perfect end to the first day. I'm a little bit burnt and I was really good as well, but I think it's just with being in the pool and shoulders being tugged on and everything, a little bit burnt, but what a lovely day. We're now snuggled up in our blankets, aren't we, sweetheart, waiting for our dinner by the pool to arrive. Got some pizzas and burgers and some carbonara coming, and then we're going to sit and relax, have our mojito in the sunshine. Pretty chicken.
Obrigada. And a sea bass at the other side.
Grilled, they all them the same way. Grilled, just take a little salt and pepper, not much, very plain. Salted potatoes, salt for one, I have salt for one as well. Salted potatoes and salad. Lovely.
That's a sea bass back there that you wanted. Carvero Square at night time. And we just finished having our dinner at this restaurant El Patio. A beautiful seafood restaurant. Just amazing food. Now we're going away to get an ice cream and walk back up to the apartment. Dad enjoyed a romantic meal, just the two of them, at Restaurant O Dujao. I can't say it. The lady says it in the next clip, how to say it perfectly, but it's proper Portuguese fare, and it's where all the Portuguese go for an amazing lunch. We relaxed by the pool.
Restaurante O João.
Thank you. Obrigada.
You're welcome.
I think Mum did very well with the filming. She should maybe start her own YouTube channel. The children wanted to relax by the pool, so who were we to complain? And we got a lovely dinner. Mine was chicken Caesar salad. It's one of my favourites from Montesanto. They do proper bits of chicken and great bits of anchovies. And then, of course, 2-for-1 cocktails between 4 and 5. Why not? Be rude not to. Can't forget the amazing carbonara. So delicious. Even better by the pool. Our transport for the evening home. Obrigada! Obrigada!
lovely, so quaint inside. This is actually the first time we've actually eaten outside, so it's quite nice. But it's lovely. We came here in the winter, one New Year, and we came up and it was just lovely to come inside. They had the fire on at the end, and it was just lovely and cosy in the winter. Stepped away while we were waiting for the main course and the children are playing in the play park, but I wanted to say that I've been really quite cautious over this holiday, trying to keep my face covered, just to save me burning and for anti-aging. But what I have been doing, I've been using the Tropic Factor 50 for my face, this one here, and then at night time I've been using my Solon Tan drops from Careleg, and then that kind of keeps my face looking very similar to the rest of my body that's been tanning during the day. And then at the very end of the night, I've been using my rollerball to rehydrate my skin, because it's obviously going to be getting a little bit dry. We've been in the sea and been in the pool, but I've been using big hats like this one, just to protect my face from the sun. Obviously when I'm sitting at the dinner table I take it off, but I've been trying to protect it as much as possible so that I don't end up with my skin aging prematurely. But this is the car park is mobbed with the cars, which is just lovely to see. They were saying that the Portuguese are now on holiday. They have been coming, but it's not the same as the foreign tourists that they usually get. But it's just nice to be able to come and enjoy Portugal and everything it has to offer. Food, sun, sea, just lovely. So this whole region is covered in cork trees, and what they do is they strip the bark, and then you're left with the cork, and it can be used for loads of different things, not just for wine corks, but they can make clothing and bags and things like that out of it as well. But they strip the trees. I'll try and get a video of one that's been stripped. Basically draw a line and they take the bark at different stages when it's ready to be stripped. This one looks like it's ready to be stripped, and then it grows back. Quite amazing, isn't it? So this is a cork tree. That's what it looks like. Oh,
The size of them, look at them.
Yeah. Wow. Pronounce their grandpa, they jump. Well, I wonder if my olive trees will grow to the size of this one day. Beautiful, and they're all over. This is just one of them. Just waiting for our main course to arrive. Children are playing in the park. And this is what's surrounding the park. Isn't it just lovely? The Monchique Mountains even have their own water. Delicious. Tastes so good. A lovely end to the meal. A little honey liqueur.
Lovely.
Delicious. Strong. So we've just finished our lovely lunch and we're just sitting, everyone's just going to the toilet before we head back on the road. We're going to head into Monchique and see a little bit of Monchique. I showed you a little bit of that coming through the square, but it's just been a lovely Sunday. We kind of tried to mix it about each day. So we did pool the first day, beach the second day, we went into the caves, and then we have gone to the pool yesterday, and then today we are up in the mountains, and then tomorrow we are going to slide and splash for the day. So I think we'll probably just do the pool the next day. The children are just loving being in the swimming pool, and they've missed out so much with this last year, not getting to go swimming as much. So it's really good to be able to get them in the pool so much. It's just been a lovely, relaxing day, and it's a tradition that we've always had every Sunday to come up for our Sunday lunch up to the Monchique. It just feels like, you know, having your Sunday roast at home. And the weather is lovely. It's a little bit breezy today, but it is still blue skies up above. The last time we were here, would you believe it, was in the summer 2018. Can't believe it was the last time we were in Portugal. Yeah, because we were in the Dominican Republic in the 2019, so we didn't come out that year, and then 2020 happened. So the last time we were here, we were sitting inside, and at the window, it was the same time of year in August, and Bartley said, "Oh, it's snowing outside." It's snowing. We looked outside, and there was ash coming over the hill because of all the forest fires, because of all the fires, because of the heat. So thankfully, touch wood, there's not the same fires this year, but I think Monchique, the day after we were here on the Sunday, and the Monday it was evacuated because the fires were getting too close. So thankfully it's not that sort of temperature just now, but we're still, I think it was 30 yesterday, so we're in the 30s, early 30s, so it's just perfect. With a bit of a breeze like this, it's just lovely. So we're going to head back down, and then I think we might go in past a little beach on the way back, and then they have Grandpa's booked a football court and tennis courts in the resort, so they're going to head down. We got a football yesterday, so a 2020 Euro 2020 ball yesterday, so they're going to go and kick about with that between 6 and 7. I think we'll just have dinner in the apartment tonight, just as a wee rest, which will be quite nice. And we had dinner by the pool yesterday when we were down there. They did some lovely food. You'll have seen the beautiful, the Caesar salad is my favourite Caesar salad. It's got anchovies in it, and then the breaded chicken. Oh, it's just delicious. So we have been loving that. Children have been having pizzas and the carbonara, and yeah, just really, really nice. It's just lovely to be at the poolside and have that while we are jumping in and out of the pool when we get too hot. So it's worked out really well. Anyway, I will leave it there, and I'll go do my pee before we get back on the road. Yeah, so we had this fire on at the end, and we sat at this table here in the winter time. It's just lovely. They've got it all set out differently because of COVID. They've obviously separated a line to keep everyone separate from the diners. Just so it's slightly different because of COVID, but it's a lovely space inside. Everyone's had their lunches and they're all heading away, and we're just heading off as well. There's another family beside us still finishing up. Car park is so much quieter now. That's the lunch rush over, and then they're preparing now for dinner. So these are cork trees that have been stripped a little while ago. The ones that you'll see on the road are a lot lighter in colour. This has been stripped a little while ago. You see where they have a line, and they strip the bark off it to get the cork, and then they decide they do different sections each time. But the ones on the road that I will try and get a film of are quite a light colour because they've just been done. And these seem to be regrowing. You can see it's already regrowing. Bark on there. All things made from cork. The cork trees that we saw. Look how much you can make from it. It's just amazing. It's so cool. There's a shop in Carguero that just sells things that are made out of cork. There's even a hat. All these home knits and wools. So many lovely things. Pottery as well. There's a lovely pottery shop in Carguero as well that has all these cork things. It's just fabulous. Amazing. Yeah, there's a shop in the centre of Carguero that sells all of these beautiful dishes. They've even got an expo of the artisan gifts. I'm not sure if I'll be allowed to film in here, but I will try if I'm allowed to. Well, this is a lavender plant that I will aspire to grow up to. Look at the size of it. If I stand back, you see how big it is? Beautiful. Not your usual traffic jam with goats in the middle of the road. So these trees have just been stripped. You can see how much darker the wood is. These are traditional Portuguese seats made out of wood. Aren't they beautiful? They're stunning, absolutely beautiful. Okay, it's a bit hot walking down to go to the football. I can see them already playing at the pitch. Oh my, I managed to delay it by like 10 minutes. Right, let's go work on some sweat, work up some sweat before dinner. You can see them already playing down there in the football pitch. It's football and tennis, and then next door is a play park for the children. It's just lovely. Such a nice place to be in, and that's the pool that we were at, that you'll have seen some of the videos from yesterday. Oh, the excitement, the excitement. We're having a bit of a movie night after our hectic day up at Monchique, and can you believe that this is streaming from our house at home in Scotland? Steve set it up. Oh, it's disappeared. Oh, no, it's just loading. Steve has set this up so we can get all our movies that we have all from our NAS drive at home, and we're able to load them up here so we can have a movie night snuggled up on the sofa. So perfect end to a Sunday evening. I hope you enjoyed that. Tune in next week for part 2.